Hello friends, this is Tanya for Trinity Stamps, and today we are going to play with the May 2022 Sneak Peek Wedding Stuff. I am taking three Distress inks here in Kitsch Flamingo, Squeezed Lemonade, and Salvaged Patina, and I am going to create a panel of rainbow blendedness. I do love a good rainbow, who doesn't? And when you don't know what the colors of a wedding are going to be, it's kind of nice sometimes to just do something bright and cheerful. So we are going to get a pink, an orange, a yellow, and a green with a little bit of teal at the end. And this is a 3.5 by 5.5 inch piece of cardstock that will fit perfectly with the die that we're going to use with this. This doesn't take very long to put together, and I do love a good rainbow. Alternatives would be using a solid color. You could use gold and black and white. That's a pretty nice traditional formal occasion color scheme. Or you could use the colors if you know what the wedding color themes are. Here is the wedding couple die, or wedded couple die. There we go. And then we're going to use the Bed of Roses layered stencils. This came out last spring, and it is a fantastic stencil set. You could use each of these layers without the other. They look beautiful alone, but they also look fantastic together. We're going to create a blended rainbow floral background here with the same colors and the same technique, just adding each color and overlapping where they meet to create a new color. This is a 5.5 by 8.5 inch piece of cardstock, and these stencils are 6 by 9, so they will create whatever size card you would like. I happen to be making a 5 by 7 card this time. It is my favorite size card, and the size of the pieces that we're using are best used on a 5 by 7 in my opinion, but you could use them for any size. One of the wonderful parts of these layered stencils is they have laser etching on each layer that shows you where the opposite layer would lay, so you can carefully line it all up and get a beautiful completed background with little fuss. I did pull out Mowed Lawn Distress inks to add the green leaves for this stenciled background. And then I'm going to take the Modern Embossed A7 stack to die cut this. I'm going to use the third from the largest piece and line it up over this piece of cardstock and die cut it over the part that I wanted to make sure I highlighted. Next, we're going to take a 5 by 7 card base, and we're going to use this oval foliage die, which is gorgeous. There are three pieces to this die. There's the large outline, which I used to cut the vellum. There is a detailed die, and then there's a center die. I used the detail die here just by itself to create these beautiful oval foliage. And I did it just in plain white cardstock. Next, I'm going to take some extra layers of white cardstock to layer behind our wedded couple so that they have a little extra stability and so that they have a little more dimension also. I do like a little dimension. And we're going to add the vellum behind the oval foliage. Just added some glue to the center and then a little bit of glue dotted around the frame, just in I think 4 spots. We'll adhere this stenciled background directly to the card front. I didn't add any extra dimension. We're going to have plenty of dimension with the rest of the layers. This is what the oval or the insert or the inside die looks like when it pops out. I'm going to add that, just a plain cardstock piece of that and another extra piece of cardstock to add some dimension. Next we have the Mr. and Mrs. Scripty dies. There is a shadow die for each of these pieces. We've got Mr. and Mrs. and an ampersand. I die cut the detail letters from some gold foil cardstock. And I'm using my precision glue here on the back of each of these pieces, and then I'll dab off a little bit of the glue on the back of my hand so I don't get glue where I don't need it. And we'll add those to the front of the card also. This ampersand is lovely. It's large and swoopy, and I just love to have a good ampersand because I think it looks more elegant than the letters A and D spelled out. And it's so fun. Next, we'll add our oval foliage die to the front of the card, and we're going to put this close to the top of the card so we have enough space to center our silhouette wedded couple. And they'll line up perfectly right in that oval. I'm going to add a little extra cardstock at the bottom of her gown so that it is nice and flush with the rest of the card, since that oval is up on a couple layers of cardstock. Just going to line that up so our gentleman is nice and straight. And look at how they line up so beautifully. Next, we'll take our words and add those to the front of the card, and I do fuss around with that a little bit before I get the placement just perfect. There are several ways that they could line up and look good, and I think I'm going to just line them straight across the bottom of her gown here. I like how that looks. We'll add some coaster blank pieces behind the ends of Mrs. and the beginning of Mr. to make those nice and flush. You could use dimensionals, you can use whatever you like to add dimension to your card. Do you like that shimmery white cardstock I used as the shadow behind that gold foil? I really think it classes it up a little bit. You could use all kinds of specialty papers for any of these dies, and you could do a window look. You could use the center of that oval to die cut out around that oval foliage, and then have it go layer over the top of your silhouetted couple. That would be pretty too. So many ways to use this. We're just going to adhere these letters or these words so that they are nice and flush across the front of the card, and we're just about done. This card came together so quickly. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do that now. Leave me a comment and let me know what you enjoyed the most about this card and how you would do things a little differently. If you're interested in any of the products that I used today, check that description box below, and there will be links added as the products come into the store. Here are a couple more videos that we thought you might enjoy. Until next time, bye-bye.